can you check the stream? Let me know when we're up. Actually, I should get an email. There we go. Alright! I use my own email to tell me when we're live. Welcome back to part 2 of the Doki Doki playthrough.
If Garrett were here, he would tell everyone what your email was.
Garrett's not here, it's just John and I. So let's get into this. I think I got through the first 2 days. I think it was the first 2 days I got through last time, so we'll see how far we can get this time. I can use skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay, so I'm gonna have to practice my voices again. But first, let's try. Oh, and I was told that I should be more in character. Matthew is Matthew, so I'm gonna sacrifice my emotional well-being for the sake of the stream and go full character. Alright, what would Yuri like? Yuri would like unrequited. No! Dang it! Oh, I wonder if this is hard. Oh, she liked entropy last time. Yes. Infallible. She liked... These are some of the same words. Massacre, of course. Oh, hey, John. Do you want to watch it or not?
I have this stream up on YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool. Marriage. I wonder... I kind of want to check marriage just to see who would like that. Okay, that makes sense.
Sayori liked it? Who liked it?
Sayori. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I mean, you know that's right.
But Yuri liked eternity, so precious. No! Dang it. What's with Yuri and all these, like... If it's got more than 3 syllables, it's Yuri's. Committed fully to Yuri. Here we go. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days, I have. Entering a club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Matthew! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you just want to say that Sayori is probably my worst voice. I like the other 3 much better, but she gets the generic falsetto voice. Anyways, looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehehe. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Ooh, we get to get out of the classroom. No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that? All of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ha ha ha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Matthew to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. I'm also going to try and read my lines in my voice. That's my goal for this stream. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, Bud, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. Somebody understands me. Thank you. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What? Pwop! Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Let's see, what's her voice? We'll work on it. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. What? Oh. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. No. Do not like my voices for this one. It was better last time. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Oh, okay. One last voice to do. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Don't say things like that, Yuri. That's true. Excuse me? Thank you, Natsuki. Suddenly, the door swings open. Well, let's see. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you... Oh, dang it. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Dang it. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Matthew. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapades. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire... that was like 2 minutes ago, so... Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. Eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Treachery. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Don't drop it, Matthew. Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. There's got to be something important going on here, because there's so much detail. Pay attention, guys. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. How is that different? Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Oh, that's sass. That's... Monica. Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell... Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Matthew in club activities? Eh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Matthew. Oh, see. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Yay, some scenery. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, I just... Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so... irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it. But it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Matthew, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? I don't know. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. I like how the music makes this seem like, I don't know, motivational message or something. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No? Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? You're missing the point. Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Matthew, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Matthew, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, I do actually like oolong tea. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Matthew. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I am very endearing. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Matthew, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Eh? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Definitely, 100%. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri sides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure, yes, very true. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Good job, Matthew. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Eh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Phew. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Hey, some stardust. Nice. Hopefully that's not dust. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. What's unnatural? But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly... Oh, look at her eyes. She's so shocked. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Matthew. Sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I feel like there'd be less apologizing if I picked one of the other girls. But there might be less chocolate involved, so it's worth it. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. Well, yeah, you made it all awkward. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Come on! Come on! Stupid! I knew that was coming, but I want to give Monica the annoying voice now. Okay, everyone.
Like literally everyone's reaction to that.
Well, I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. See, Yuri jolts back and we get the stupid annoying music again, and my whole life is ruined now. No, it's not. Not time to share poems. It's time to share poems. Matthew, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. No kidding. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. I'm gonna save here. And going with screw it. Gotta invest myself emotionally. More so than I've already done, obviously. Let's see what you've written for today. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. I made it special for you. Do you like it? Matthew, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Well, see, it was easy. You just look for big words, and those are the ones you put in. Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Everyone appreciates you. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Dot dot dot. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Ugh! Ugh. Yeah. Oh, I kind of want to screenshot that. You know, just 'cause I like that desk back there. It's a cool desk. I do. If it's with you, maybe I should screenshot that too. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. Hold up.
If you think anyone besides Yuri is best girl, you're clearly wrong. At Garrett, fight me. Top 10 anime betrayals, maybe? And
I'm back.
He's back.
Did you keep them entertained, John?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, guys. Where was I? I don't like all this emphasis on the knife, but okay. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoons, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. What? Okay. I thought that said flesh. I was like, whoa! I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic something conditioning. Oh, I slice the bread and I feed myself. Whoa! Whoa! Hold up! Hold up!
Wait, what happened?
What now? She was feeding herself.
What? The stream hasn't caught up yet.
I'm reading a poem about this raccoon, and she makes it think she's feeding the raccoon, but she's not. Oh wait, no, wait. Maybe she's feeding herself emotions, and she's feeding the raccoon the bread. Let's hear her explanation. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that, yeah. Hang on. I can see that. That's a lot more I hope it's metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Art is objective. I wanted to express the way that it feels for me. No, subjective. It feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Matthew? Well, see, there's this one game I play, and if people saw me playing it, it's about these 4 girls. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. There's no one to yell at. I was going to yell at someone. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. I don't have a choice. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Matthew. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Hey, Monica. Hi again, Matthew. I have to do the shoulder bounce. It's part of her voice. Shoulder bounce. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Dot dot dot. Dot dot. All right. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. I chose wisely. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Is that the first time I got to say literature this whole time? This game needs to pick up. Rip. John, you're gonna have to entertain him again.
Didn't know I was muted there. In other nudes. Oh my god. I meant in other news. I was gonna say in other news, John is not very good at entertaining them, but turns out John is actually good at entertaining them. Said no one ever. Got him.
I would try to come up with some sort of like excuse or something, but I'm too emotionally invested in this game right now to think about anything else.
Clearly.
He's talking about literature. It's like the light turns on. Has Garrett said anything, by the way? He's still...
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Somebody else was in the chat. Can you read the chat?
I thought I could. I had the overlay turned on, but I can't see it, which is really annoying. What'd they say?
They were just like, Yuri, best girl.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Really true. Yep.
Yuri, best girl. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her unless you're reading a book and feeding her chocolate, and then I'll come over and ruin it. Trust me, I've tried. You tried really badly. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. Ooh, there's fighting words. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. He must be pretty into... They all do that. Maybe it's just Monica. I swear they all do that same posture. Eh? Nani? You completely misunderstood. Ha ha ha. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's... Already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Oh, yeah. A fictional one anyways. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like this way, the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Okay. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. No. See, what did that say? Did that say load me? Load me! Like, did I have to save there? Dang it, you can't go back, can you? I don't want to go back to my last save point. I hope that wasn't something important. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Everyone who's played this game before is just like laughing at me right now, but it's not my fault. I don't know how this game works. Ahaha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't. I didn't say that. No. Not sure if this game is really good or if I'm just super stereotypical, so it's easy to predict what I'm gonna say. I like to think the game is just really good. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my... Hey, I see what you did there, because you put something at the bottom. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens... What now? What? They can't break the fourth wall already, man. It's like the second day. They're not supposed to do this yet. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected, man. This game's already tearing my heart out inside. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Maybe I should save. Was that it? I'm gonna save there. Maybe that was something important. Okay. I think for these two, I'm gonna alternate. Just because I don't really have a preference one way or the over. One way or the over, yes. So I think I picked Natsuki, so this time I'm gonna pick Sayori. Ooh, I like this one, Matthew. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem, so this is a good game. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? Nope, I don't. I want to write something for Yuri. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the little rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Why is the guy, like, helping all the girls express their feelings? Does nobody else see a problem with that? Thanks, Matthew. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? What? I'm tired of all these poems, like, where you think, like, you could read them and they'd be fine, but, like, you know in this game, they're definitely not fine. Plus, this one does not look fine anyways. I pop off my scalp, like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. Butchering the cadence on this. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle with a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps, it doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smart. They're all shouting, please, except, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Stop it. This is why I stick with Yuri, because Yuri doesn't, well, I mean, if she's like torturing the raccoon. Dang it, is anyone not creepy in this game? I'm not creepy. Thank you. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I just tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. That's not a good thing to say in conjunction with this poem. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Yeah! Don't get ahead of yourself, please. Please don't. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Her eyes are closed. Decisions. What's her voice even? I don't even. Huh? Well, I can admit that's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Eh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? Ah! She called me out on it last time too. Ah! You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of just angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem. Focus, Matthew, you're focusing on Yuri. Yuri will make this better. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't the girl, really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Yes. Okay, everyone. I'll get this on the first try eventually. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Yay! Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Don't shame Monica. Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki, but will you do it for me, Yuri? For me? I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun! A little high on that one. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. And cupcakes? Just feel like I should keep bringing that up because it's important. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent, except for saying ... Sayori looks worried. That's a worried look, alright. I guess that leaves me no choice. Time to say something inspirational. I agree. The sacrifice on my part is truly awe-inspiring. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Oh, alright! Whew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? ... Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ha ha ha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is Don't say that! Don't say that! Please don't! Oh gosh! You'll be fine, Yuri! Gotta be. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of your. I only have 2. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. That's not behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line that she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Oh, 10 out of 10. Good job, Yuri. I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. I give her a thumbs up. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. I know a horror story similar to that. There's no water left. I don't know why I keep drinking. Coincidence? I think not. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. How do I know this stuff? I don't know anything about poetry. How can I evaluate it? It's a game, Matthew. It's a game. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished, all too soon. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to... No, don't save the situation, just let it play out. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem back to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing! ... Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ha ha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Matthew liked it. I like all these poems. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours with that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. That's almost like the exact same thing. Okay. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Hold up. Garrett giving me a little bit of advice. Thank you, Garrett. Oh. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Nah, this is still best. Yeah. Then the next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before I don't have a poem. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Matthew lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I'm trying to decide if their hair is the same color or not. I mean, like, it looks like it, but the light, I don't know. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little bit unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to them. I'm yawning because I'm tired in real life, not because my character is bored. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Just, like, takes a poem from Longfellow or something. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be... Hey, look at that. I'm already presently surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Happy enough to create a sudden breeze. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. So this is how every day ends? Kinda cool. I like the music for this. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. Yeah. Woo. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impress you. What? Hold up. They don't get to pick for me. They don't get to pick for me. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Do it! Bring it! She asked me last time, so I was just expecting that. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little I'd walk home with Yuri over Sayori like that. Like that. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? You don't. You just walk away. It's okay, it's okay, Matthew. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Oh, she looks hurt. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day... Oof! Don't... Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Screw this, man. I'm saving. Focus, Beta. You are Yuri, 100%. I'm sorry, I'll come back, I promise, okay? I'll come back and I'll answer the other way, but I'll probably still end up saying Yuri. But I'll give you the opportunity. Why does the thought... Oh, I don't actually have to say it. Okay. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean... Dang it. I do say it. Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ha ha ha! You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you... Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. Well, I know it's shorter than last one, but I gotta get going, so I am going to save there. Yeah? And then I can come back to that one. Yeah. Next time, I'll come back and I'll see what happens if I save that. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
This week, we're actually going to be streaming a lot of different stuff. So, we've got a full schedule. Several different things planned for this week. So, stay tuned. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, see ya. Thanks for tuning in.